Well, 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 and welcome to another day in the United States of hell, honey. And it just so happens to be an episode of shit that I could not make up if I tried. If you know, you know, I was on the twatter streets, vaccinized, sanitized, away through the red hat lies just to see if they had some suggestions for the orange guy about the replacement for Blondie Blondie, Satan Cindy Lou Who. And yes, they do. He pushed her out the back door and he's going to replace her soon. And I already knew what the red hats were going to say. It did not surprise me in any kind of way because I remember, dear, when she first got nominated and confirmed up there, and they were supposed to put those files on display. Back, you know, when the Red Hats were really curious as to what the files had to say, well, Satan Cindy Lou Who wasn't stepping up to the plate, and a whole lot of the Red Hat crew wanted to replace her right away, but they forgot that play. They forgot that shit. Daddy told them, you know, he was exonerated, so they never again cracked open a book or those files, friend, to see that he was guilty as he could be. But anyway, back then, they wanted to replace Bondage Bondi, who was dropping the ball when it come to catching, you know, the perpetrators of child trafficking, with Matt Gaetz, who jumps over schoolhouse gates, baby. And they're still on it today. That's who they want running the DOJ. The guy who was pushed away from Congress because he was literally caught trafficking 17-year-old girls across state lines to party and get down on that booger sugar, baby. Yeah. They want to replace the pedophile protecting Bondi Bondage with a literal child sex trafficker. Tell me again how the Red Hat crew didn't vote for that orange dude because they're all pedos too. Anyway, the actual suggestion at play today coming out of the White House just so happens to be this guy, Lee Zeldin. Now, he currently heads up the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and he's done a real bang-up job at that lately. You know, doing away with all the regulations that keep your air and your water and your soil safe. Yeah, he's done a really great job at the EPA. And you might be thinking, Meta, maybe he'll be better at this job today. Maybe he will put those files on full display. Well, you got another thing coming, honey. You got another thing coming if you think this is going to be the guy that exposes all of the proclivities of those Zionists, baby, because he was raised in a Zionist household, they say, and today he's married to a Mormon. So, yeah, he's not going to be given justice that needs to be served, dear. He's going to be worse at covering up the proclivities of pedos here in the U.S. of A. If you know, you know, that's how Zionists like to play, and apparently so do Mormons too. Can you say Duggar family, baby? Anyway, fuck this place.